Welcome to another opening. We're going to do a stack of packs from the 1990 NFL Pro Set Series 1 cards. A lot of great players in here and a lot of great error cards in here. So we'll find out that and more. We have our podium. The best card goes on there until there's one remaining at the end. We'll see who the winner of today is. Along with that, we will talk players. We'll talk a little bit of pricing and have some good times along the way. So with that, let's dive right in. Here we've got Super Bowl 12. Cool card. Eddie Murray, kicker of the Lions. Darryl Grant. Kevin Ross. We have George Seifert. John Elway. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you, John. Mark Levy, head coach. Johnny Holland. Flipper Anderson. And when we talk value, most of these are going to have common value, meaning maybe $20 for the whole set, $1 a card if you're trying to, complete a set. And then anything that may have more current collector value, we'll kind of mention that to the best of our knowledge and share that. Fred Young, Leonard Marshall, Luis Sharp, and that is the first pack. We are still without a podium owner. Who will be the first one to meet it? In the past, I've gotten several packs, I think 3 or 4, before someone took the position. So how long will we go? Could be soon, it could be far. Time will tell. And we're starting out with Super Bowl 20. Cool graphic on that one. Benny Blades. You can see here the card is off-cut a little bit. Darrell Green. Andre Reed, All-Star Game card. All right, Jerry Rice, All-Star Game card as well. He deserves it. Very cool. The front looks incredible. And in a PSA 10, it's worth around $40 or so. So definitely worth putting into a sleeve and checking out later a little more closely to see if it may be worth grading. And he's a timeless one. I think in the collector world, there will be always interest in Jerry Rice. So he will now take our podium position. And we move on to Don Shula, head coach. David Wyman. Lindy Infante. And Tom Newberry. Rufus Porter. We got the All-Star Game cards. Dave Krieg. Percy Snow. Donnell Thompson. Dave Meggett. And Lewis Oliver. All right, on we go. Let's see what's coming up next right here, right now. Starting out with Super Bowl 14. Troy Aikman. All right. Welcome, Troy. Mike Merriweather. Brian Blades. Reggie Langhorne. Andre Waters. Joe Nash. Sterling Sharp. Gary Zimmerman. Eric Allen. Some of the photography is really cool on these cards. Some action shots, some good backgrounds. We got Lindy Infante, Mike Pryor, Pepper Johnson, and Eric Sievers. Cruising through. Let's see what is next. Super Bowl 7. Dolphins over the Redskins in a close 14-7 game. Mike Coffer, or Michael Coffer, Henry Thomas, Johnny Rembert, Carl Lee, Irvin Randall, some marking here on the card. That's cool, it's like orange everywhere. Brian Millard, Ron Hallstrom, Tom Rathman, Keith Byers, and Jim Kelly. All right. Obviously a great quarterback, and this card in a PSA 10 worth around $70. This looks, again, immaculate. This box in general, I think, has been well cared for because the cards coming out of it really do look 10 worthy. So we'll look a little closer at it, but to start, very cool Jim Kelly. And we'll see what comes next. And actually, I think, will Jim Kelly take over our Jerry Rice? Or I think we'll leave Jerry Rice for now. He deserves the podium spot. But Jim Kelly is a strong contender. We got Buck Buchanan, John Hand, Carl Banks, Harry Galbraith, and our scratcher. Moving through, we are now at the middle of the turn. Pack number 5 of 9. So the top of the mountain, the edge of the turn. We're coming right around with Super Bowl 2. Packers and Raiders. Richard Johnson, an even card number 100. Al Noga. Bruce Matthews. Randall McDaniel. Bruce Hill. Chuck Knox. Mark Murphy. Steve DeBerg. Anthony Miller. Scott Radekchik. Christian Okoye. Dwayne Bickett. Jimmy Johnson, head coach. Wilbur Marshall. And our scratcher. Along we go. So what would you want to find? We haven't seen a Bo Jackson in a while. We could get a Barry, maybe a Joe Montana, or a unique era card. So let's see, or even the Vince Lombardi hologram. That would be amazing. Super Bowl number 8. Wayne Fontes, head coach. Very much double cut. You could see the face of the person next to them. Wade Wilson. Howie Long. Welcome, Howie. Vince Newsom. Vinny Testaverde. John L. Williams. Don Mishkowski. John Alt. Mike Quick of the Eagles. Nate Odoms. Or Odoms? We'll go with Odoms. Bob Griese. Ron Stark. Marion Butts. Roy Green. All right, another quiet pack. Let's see if that means something big is on the way, or maybe we've already gotten our big ones. And Jim Kelly's pretty cool. Jerry Rice is obviously cool. Is there more in store? Super Bowl number 5. Jerry Ball, number 96. We have Keith Millard. Tunch Ilkin. Pete Holohan. Lars Tate. Drew Hill. Kyle Clifton. Charles Haley. Jerome Brown. John Elliott. Keith Millard. Clarence Verdon. Gary Plummer. Tim McDonald. All right, another quiet one. Just a couple of packs left. I wonder if we'll get something big and noisy. Time will tell. Starting out with Super Bowl number 22. Jay Hilgenberg. Anthony Carter. Pro Bowl in Hawaii. It's a cool overhead shot. Steve Jordan. Mark Robinson of the Buccaneers. Eugene Robinson of the Seahawks. Al Toon. Michael Walter. Keith Jackson. Darryl Talley. Mike Coffer. Scoring leader in kicking, 1989. Bill Brooks. Billy Ray Smith. JT Smith. And that is our pack. Very quiet. Very, very quiet. Heading into our last pack of the stack. I wonder if that is a sign or if it's just how it's going to go. But we are going to know very shortly. And we start with the Steelers versus the Vikings in Super Bowl 9. John Roper of the Bears. Another extra cut card. It seems like the second card in most packs has that extra wide cut to it. So I wonder what the mechanization was going on with the card cutting and packing. We got Joey Browner. Pharrell Edmonds. Got Jerry Burns. Kevin Murphy. Got Jeff Bryant. Freeman McNeil. Bill Maas. Buddy Ryan. Scott Norwood. Rod Woodson. Kickoff return leader of 89, Merrill Hodge. And Michael Irvin, all right. Randall Cunningham, awesome. And that brings us to the end of our pack. Let's see who we've got. A very quiet day. Very, very quiet. We have the Jerry Rice. I think this is his All-Star Game card. Let me take a look. Nope. Just another Jerry Rice card, which is cool. And Jim Kelly. So, all in all, great players. Hope you had some fun and hope you learned something. There you have it. Until next time.